This is the only song that I like about that Luciferian. That Luciferian. Well, I don't even know if she was a Luciferian yet. Lucy Fairy Tale Theater. Her name is Beyonce.
What's her real name?
Yeah, but this was back when she was in a band called Destiny's Child before she went solo and married that creep Jay-Z. Destiny's Child, yeah. It's a fun little song. It's called Check on It. That's what the second, yeah.
Check on it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice little ditty. I keep deleting music off my,
Don't lose it.
I don't know. I do it on purpose. I've been deleting a lot of music because the artists that sing these songs, they're just so wicked. Like, yeah. And people do stuff behind closed doors for fame and money and prestige and power. And I don't want nothing to do with that so much that I'm deleting their music off my phone. It's getting to be that point. It's like, no, because of who they are now, it's ruined. But most of them, like this song, like I never was that a big of a fan to her. But like some artists I was a fan of, you know? And it's just like, it's just all deception. And I ain't into that, so I ain't a fan no more. So I can't endorse them by listening to their music, because every time their music comes up in a playlist, I get all hurt because of what they represent and who they're serving, and it ain't God. So, hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk Empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Feel pretty good today, Mom. This Good Friday. Feel pretty good on Friday. I feel pretty good every day, pretty much. No, that's not true. But today, I feel like spring is sprung, man. Careful with those Aries energies, man. People aren't used to them. It's my comfy spot. It's my homey spot. It's my home vibe, because it's my birth to earth frequency. We're tuned into what I landed into, Spring. Unfortunately, studies have shown really, in actuality, spring has the highest rate of suicide. My personal feeling on that is because there's new, and some people are just starting the same thing over again, and they're not happy in the situations they're in, and they just can't see doing this another, but rather than changing the course and the direction of their own life, a lot of people opt out. And that's unfortunate, because things are about to get real good. They're about to get real good, folks. So, I had a pretty good day. Drove around in my Truth Mobile, my Truth van, my Truth Mobile. I have a picture of it. I think it's silly when people freaking show pictures or post vehicles, and then they scratch out. I've done it myself, but it don't matter no more, because of people's license plates. Because it's like, dude, why do people do that? Because if people want to find people, there's websites that tell people, search a person. You could pay $50 and find the address to where anybody lives. So what if it's known? In this day and age, it's known. So I think at this point, it's silly. It's just another one of those things. People do it because that's what they've always done. But now there's no reason for it, because with technology, dude, people could freaking log in to the DMV and freaking just look up your... It's just, come on, man. Just by your name. So, license plate? That's silly. This is the last one. This one I took a couple days ago when the moon was full. Oh, that light is too bright. Let's see if I can... There's the Truth Wagon. And written on it in marker, it says, COVID is an agenda. And then it said, Event 201, look it up. But now on this window, I should take a newer picture because now in bigger letters, it says, when is government said anything true? I forgot to put ever in there, so it kind of sounds retarded, but I'm kind of retarded. I'll do the little carrot and put ever in there, you know. Evidently, they just approved legalized recreational marijuana a couple days ago in New Mexico here. Yeah. So, you know, and that's the thing is, like, people are going to have to, like, give allowance for stoners, man, because it's catching the wave because there's a lot of stoners out there. What?
There's a lot of elderly people.
Oh, they love my cookies, Mom. I give people my cookies that are in a lot of pain. They love them. So I got a new habit just this morning, and I want to thank Ariel. I can't ever remember his whole name. He's a cool dude. I don't think what's his real name? Is that his real? Anyway, he's a cool dude. I think he's Libra, I think. But he's a balanced dude. He is an example of a dude that is balanced with his masculine and his feminine. And when a male comes into that vibe, into that energy, they're completely non-threatening. I mean, they can be, but they're so reasonable and level-headed, they have no reason never not to be. Because they're probably not going to put themselves in a situation where they need not to be. Now me, unlike that, a woman with a lot of masculine energy, I'm like a freaking magnet to the control freaks, especially like with the Aries energy. And so I got an idea because I got the oh, sorry, kitty. I got all that because I'm Aries sun. My birthday's a week from today, so I'll be celebrating all week. I'll be 47.
Really?
Yeah! Mom, you got a 47-year-old.
Oh my God.
So,
47.
yep. So we'll be celebrating around here all week. I'm probably not going to finish that coconut meringue pie that I got. Oh, I was going to go get another pie. Because I got that one, I don't like it. So maybe I'll see if Denise wants it.
We need to put something.
Yeah.
Where's
Anyway, what? No, I'll get decorations, maybe a balloon or two. We'll see. I'm not big on decorations. What? Oh yeah, I'll get candles to blow out. That's like tradition. That's like 1 year Mom had a prolapsed rectum and like had stomach surgery and like they cut off like 5 inches of her intestines and moved her belly button over and it was really hard on her. She's small in stature. Freaking her spirit is immeasurable, but in stature wise she's a tiny little lady. So she couldn't eat hard food. Wise tiny lady. She couldn't eat hard food, so I made a birthday cake, a pan of Jell-O 1 year, and like frosted it with whipped topping, and we had our candles. You gotta have everybody deserves a birthday cake. Everybody, even if it's a cupcake, everybody needs to be recognized and celebrated that they are alive. Because I don't know if people notice, it's not as easy to do as it once was. So, I was talking about that before I lose my train of thought, because I do that. I was talking about, because he posted a video this morning about using barbells, and I've been made to be a participant of physical fitness my whole life. And I was looking at pictures of me when I was younger, and I was like, there were, like, in high school, I looked overweight. But all the other times I thought I was fat, I was really not fat, but I weighed more because I was always more muscular.
Oh, okay.
Because I was always so active and hanging from swings and, playing in all the physical stuff, riding my bike. So my cardio was, I did that till forever. And so, but I always weighed more than other people my age because it was muscle.
A lot of it is your structure.
Yeah, so with all this Aries energy, what I'm finding is, instead of me reacting, I found this has been under the stairs since I freaking, since we moved here. So I'm going to use it. It's a barbell, and I appreciate him for reminding me, you know, because I was watching his video, because I was watching the 15-minute, the shorter version, but he did like an hour workout with the dumbbell, and with the. So, Marge, yeah. So whenever I start getting I'm gonna go put this down. I call it my office. I'm gonna go put it down in my office, the bathroom at the other end of the trailer, and I'll go in there and I'll do a few sets. And then, cause you do a few sets, cause it's gonna start getting hot, you know. So you do a few sets. I'm not a sweat. I never sweat. I'm not like one of those people. You see those people that they just freaking sweat. You know, I'm not a sweater. So I go down and do some of those, you know, and then that way that gets all that out, and then I'm getting in better shape. Yeah. People leave you alone when you're in shape, you know. People pretty much stay away from me as it is, unless somebody is of high vibrational frequency, and then they like to come into my orbit, and then we engage a little bit.
What's the weight? Is barbell?
Oh, barbells. This is dumbbells. I think these are dumbbells. They have what? Maybe they are barbell. I think the barbells are actually later we'll look at different types of weight, and we'll look at pictures and what they're called.
It's always amazed me how much you can lift. I mean, and doing all kinds of things. You have a lot of upper strength.
Actually, I really don't though.
You don't?
I don't feel like I do. I feel like I'm losing it all the time because of my lower back. But if I do this proper, I'm not really using my lower back. If I stand wrong, then I'm using my lower back. But I just won't do that. So that's that. Because I was earlier on my last talk, I was like, something's gonna change with my. I have to do something because I have all this energy and I need to get it out. And then I came home from running around this morning and I saw that, and I was just like, and I was like, I watched that video of the dude showing people how to do sets of those, and I was like, and I saw it under the stairs, and I was like, I would be dumb not to. That's like God going, hello, dumbbell. Who's the dumbbell? Where? What? Huh? So I had a pretty cool experience at Wally World. It was much more pleasant than my last one at Albertsons. So I'm standing in line. I dance around. I'm listening to music, and I'm drumming to the beat. I'm dancing around, and I think did I delete it? I wonder if I deleted it, because I go and I take all these pictures and I go, Ma, and then I bring them home to Ma, so Ma can see what freaking Weird World is about right now. I think I deleted it, but it was a line of people, probably 15 people deep, and there's probably another 12 people behind me, and every single one of them had a mask on, but me. And I'm standing out there in my Straight People Like Rainbows 2 t-shirt, and I'm dancing around, just smiling, you know. And what I did is I put it on my headphones backwards. And then so when I get to the front door, because they won't let you in, you can't come in. You can't come in here unless you have a mask on. So this dude, what happened to this planet? And I'm the weird one? Hi, Stanley. Good morning, kitten. And I'm the weird one. Everybody's walking around with it looks like they're wearing diapers on their faces, Ma. And nobody's smiling. And it's spring. People have reason to smile.
This is people of all ages?
Everybody. It's fearful people. I just see fear. Fear. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm wearing this because I'm scared. And I'm like, I'm not because I'm not. Because all the scary stuff has already happened. I know there's a lot of potential for more scary stuff out there, but I ain't going to go looking for it. There's a lot of, because Jesse's on a hiatus because she's threatened by, I looked at it, when somebody of that caliber, nah, I'd go down under too. I'll miss her talks, man. But that's the thing is I'll just go back and re-listen to old ones while she's on hiatus, and I still, she's one of those. I don't know if she still does it or not, but I don't know where she's at or anything like that. But some people, when you're the same frequency, you can kind of be in the same room with them, like energetically, And you don't really have to wonder what they're doing, because I know she's still at that same computer, so, because she's still working, she's just not doing interviews, so I don't really have to wonder what she's doing, because she's still doing what she's doing, she's just not doing it so we all can see, because she's not really safe right now. Because people do weird things for power, that's why she's not safe. And then I took a screenshot of an article. I don't know if it's true or not because I didn't follow up and do any research or anything about it. I almost looked up the freaking lady that wrote it, but I didn't. Hi, Stanley, kitty kitty. He's getting up around. I still have no appetite at all. Where's the screenshot? Where is it? It was just earlier today. The lady that wrote it, Judy Byington, contributed profile. And she has, what? Byington? Byington? Contributor profile. And then, I don't know, there's all these numbers of stories that, I don't know if she's written 162,130 stories, or if that's how many times this has been distributed as a story.
As a story, okay. That's probably what it is.
The headline reads, Trafficked children, bodies, weapons found on Evergreen shop blocking Suez Canal. The Suez Canal, that boat that was wedged for 6 days. Zach talks about it. He debunks it all, man. You want anything that happens in the world, go to Gematria Effect News 22, I think he's up to. I'm pretty sure Voices of Humanity is still suspended. He's good at what he debunks. It's all this stuff, everything we see, it's all scripted and it's all by numbers. And he just nonchalantly goes through the gematria calculator and just it's almost it's not almost, it's there, and then a couple exits past eloquence. The way he just flows, sometimes he's my bedtime story, because I'm not even really listening, but the cadence of his voice, the way he just rapid fires all these numbers, and this, because he's written books, or he's written one, I believe he's finishing up his second.
How old person?
He's young, he's 30s, mid-30s, he's a teacher, he has a master's degree. See, that's the thing is, I hate typing. If I could get an education based solely on dictation and not giving a shit about punctuation. But you know what's funny, Mom? You look at news articles these days, and it's like, did a 4-year-old write these? And do they not employ editors anymore to go over typos and grammar? And I don't even like grammar police. But if you are on like a main news outlet, come on. But see, the bar has dropped. There's no standards. There's no customer service. There's no
consistency.
there's no yeah, and everybody's pissed about wearing a thing, and it's just like, just take it off. If everybody does it, look at all the police. They're all freaking, they all soft. They're all squishy. There's not a lot of police that are freaking fit. I passed a terrible accident yesterday on the main strip, and I felt compelled to go back and talk to one because her truck was totaled. There's a woman, and she was sitting on the back of the tailgate of her truck. And what?
Was she hit?
No, she was. Well, she just was in a car accident.
Oh.
But the look on her face, she looked like a 3-year-old girl that just freaking. She was so scared, and she was just like. I knew where she was, and I just felt compelled to go be there with her. And I didn't. I just said like a quick, no, I just gave her like a good intention. Like, said a quick prayer for her, God be with you, ease your fear or whatever, because she just. Anyway. Because I was already running late, and when I got home, the CD had ended as it was. And I hate leaving you hanging, Ma. I hate leaving you hanging. So, when I go do errands, I should just put in season 6, because those are like 4 hours long. And then you don't have to worry about it. I'll be back. I will never be gone for 4 hours. It is. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so I did meet a nice young man leaving. Now, I did stop today. Today I stopped. There's a young man, and I've seen him before. James. And he was standing on the corner on the exit of Walmart, and I actually left on the main street, pulled back into the parking lot, went and parked, got out, and went and had a conversation with him. And he was because that's what you do. You talk to the people that, I'm like, I introduce myself. I come in peace. My name's Marge. I'm a Hayoka empath. I just like talking to people, I'm like, what you doing out here today? I've seen you out here before. And he's showing me his art and the reason why he started doing it. Yeah, he got stressed out a few years back, and when people get stressed out, it does something to you. It does. So, he found art a couple years ago to process, and ever since then, he's been in a much better place. So, I was able to give him some cash to get some more art supplies. So he can keep going, And that would be a cool way, And that's the thing. That's another thing, because that's how God works. And when I'm paying attention, is that I reached out to a woman today. I'll see if there's a phone number related to it. It's too late now. I'm not going to reach out. I'll do it 9 to 5, but not now. It's too late. It's almost 7. And she's selling all these art supplies for cheap, man. And recently I'm like, man, I need some more art supplies.
Oh, really?
Right? So I can buy these, and I'll give James some. And then he can do his art on them and maybe even sell some of this stuff. Or I could show it online or something, help get this kid some cash. In a place, because he don't got no place to live. This like Junkyard lets him crash back there because somebody a couple years ago tried to burn it down, and he stopped them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the place lets him crash back there in like the junk trucks and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think I'm also going to bring him a tent.
So he could have safety.
So he could just have, some shade,
That would be nice.
So, someplace, just go put it up in a field somewhere, Get a nice breeze going on, So, that was cool. And then I was sharing with them how our story about how you just finding out 3 years ago that that you're Native American and Spanish? And he's like, there's a lot of Spanish and Native Americans around here. I said, yeah, that's what I'm getting. And I was reading old emails a couple weeks ago about that I had received when you had first done your DNA test. And I remember reading them, but I was we were in Oregon, and I was like, oh, and people were like, oh, look up this area. But in my mind, I was like, that's states away. I can't, I'm in Oregon. There's nothing I can do, right? So I just like backburnered it. And then after all this time, a couple weeks ago, I felt compelled to look at those emails again. So I looked at those emails again, and that it's too far away place was Cuesta, New Mexico, which is about 20 miles from where we live, is where you have direct relatives. So I decided that I'm going to do a DNA test of my own so I can put out there and then reach these people directly so Mom don't got to be in the middle of it.
Oh, that would be interesting.
So we might meet, and Mom, she loves these mountains, because we treat, in our family, we treat geology like family. And when I grew up in Redding, Sister Shasta, Mount Shasta, you know, I broke my first chakra open on Mount Shasta. I freaking broke my coccyx. I couldn't sit down proper for 6 months. That was a bitch. That shot energy up my kundalini, all the way up my spine. My eyes watered. That was hurt. I've had a lot of painful things happen.
Did you fall?
Yeah, I was the only time I ever gone snowboarding.
Oh, really?
I had just got off the first run, the first time. Here we go. Let's do this. The way Mount Shasta is, when you get off the run, it kind of goes down and then around.
Oh.
Well, where the sun was, it was all melty. They hadn't gotten new snow, so it was ice. So my first experience was on ice on a snowboard, and I just went boom, straight on my ass, and I broke my coccyx on Mount Shasta. So then we had to drive all the way home, me sitting sideways because I couldn't sit for fucking. It sucked, dude. It sucked. That was painful. That was painful. Because every now and again I do something to frickin' bump it so I'd be reminded of that pain. Oh, it sucked. Anyway, good story though, huh?
If it didn't, has it gotten better?
Oh yeah, it doesn't hurt. Mom, that was 20-something years ago.
Oh, I thought it was just...
No. So I was talking about how geology has been our family. And then, in Oregon, it was the trees in the backyard. And all the nature. See, when you vibe high, you get cool stuff. And God always was sending us animals. I got all kinds of pictures of frickin' blue heron, the ducks, the mallard, the boy and girl that would come back every year. The deer, the turkey, the squirrels, the owls. Yeah, I got all kinds of cool pictures, you know. So if you're cool with nature, nature's cool with you. They know that you're not. They know you're not gonna harm them.
And they can help you.
Yeah, and you can communicate with and they're funny, man. Animals are freaking funny. Oh, they're just little soul sacks like us. They just got furrier and stuff, and it's probably me in my next carnation, or possibly an incarnation I've had before, because we all get to experience everything. People just keep forgetting. Yeah, but that whole thing is, the veil is dissolving like an acid tab. It really is, man. People are not coping with the new earth energies. And I get all this stuff because I come, I look, I check into the world to see what's going on out there, and every now and again I'm like, yep, still not worth living in. So, Ma, we have conversations and stuff like that, It's cool. And so I'm having a deja vu right now. So that tells me that we are right where we need to be. Yeah. See, Mom's always taught me. Mom, I've been blessed because she's been into. I was listening to what's his show called? George Iceman. I don't know if that's his real name or not, or if that's like his talk name. The Reveal Report, and they were talking about some wicked stuff over on. You want to delve into the world of the wicked? See, I've known it existed since I was a 10-month-old baby. What evil exists? My whole life is based on experiences that people deny and ignore. And
Do you think you're going to write about it?
I talk about it on my tube. I hate typing. So, I know what darkness is. And I just try to get people to see that they have the power within themselves to recognize it too. And that you don't got to play along with it, That there's better things to life than money. I worked at the 3rd largest company in the world. Was my last job on my resume.
What was that?
G4S Security Solutions.
Where was it?
In Omaha.
And solutions for solving?
Security Solutions.
Oh, for solving?
Yeah. Yeah. They do stuff for. Go ahead, get her. Everybody gets antsy in the evening. Here. I'm going to get one of those stand-up air conditioners for this room. Go ahead. Take her. Go ahead. Ciao. So, but people are playing too much. See, that's the thing, is people are dabbling in the dark sciences and witchery and all that stuff, And they don't know how dark and deep it goes, and they don't know how quick that they can get there. And a lot of people are playing with it. There are a lot of people like Ouija boards.
Yeah.
Never. But these are things that Mom taught us when you don't play with these. These aren't toys.
Mm-hmm.
But when people profit, they don't care about the consequences because it's not going to be in their house. So go over and listen to George. He was talking with, they were talking about haunted items and cursed objects. And freaking people are wicked, and they freaking do weird stuff to other human beings, and they do it in and you walk among them, and you pass them in the grocery store. She okay? And they're, you go to church with them, and you hang out with them wherever, out at the lodge and all this stuff. And it's gotten too big, and God got too small, so this is the world we get. Thanks for hanging out. But I got, wait, was I in the middle before? I was just going to cut off because I feel like I'm about my 30-minute mark or even longer. I've been running my mouth forever because we were having conversations too, Ma.
Yeah.
But, what was I saying? I think I pretty much hit all the points I wanted to hit, though. Yeah. Is that the darkness that people are playing with, don't play with it. Like, freaking, and there's this girl, like, I dig the girl. I don't love her or anything like that, but she's a cool chick. She's talented. She's 28, something like that. And she, Mom, it's the shadow. You're making her walk in the, here, put her all the way over here. It's the sunlight that's bothering her eyes. Yeah, but it's not really this time of the evening is when she does, but she ate a lot today, so. I don't think she has to go, do you? It's okay, baby girl. I'm gonna get one of those, try and find one of those stand up. You're welcome. You alright? Mm-hmm. Can you see that? Is that light too bright? I'm trying to get one of those stand-up air conditioners. Make it cooler for her and you. And they're all getting old. They're all getting old. It sucks, man. Like with Benny and his ear thing, or any of them, it's like when they're in pain, I don't handle the things that I used to handle. It's all because of these freaking stupid freaking shots that they gave me. I got 6 anthrax vaccines in 3 months because you get 2 at a time. And the girls is tiny 5'3" and 3/4 gets as much as the big men that are 6'4" and fucking can handle that shit. And my endocrine system was already freaking compromised. You were extremely stressed out during your pregnancy. So I was born at 6 pounds 4 ounces at 10 months. You so tiny you gave me baths in a bowl. Because you were so stressed out that I've been a freaking people pleaser since freaking what is it called? In the wombs, as long as I've been in the womb. I don't know what it's, in vitro? No, that's that fake pregnancy stuff that everybody's doing because people evidently don't want to do it because they're all changing their sexes and genders and stuff like that. So they're just all making test tube babies and stuff. It's weird. Oh well. What are you gonna do? So I didn't finish about James. James was talking about how like half of the population left. When this freaking virus broke out, like people just bailed, so there's less than 6,000 people in this town. He's like, all the people you see here, they're all tourists.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from skiing and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, no, I look at the license plate. I'm always looking at people's license plates, and they're Texas, Colorado, California. And on my Teos page, that's why I can buy all that art stuff, because people they're moving. People are just moving. Everybody's like, except if you live in Nebraska, I think people I know like a couple people that moved to Florida, finally freaking tore off the Band-Aid and jumped ship. But there's periods of time, cycles, spring's one of them, people want to change. So it's like, you got to start someplace over, fresh and new. So there's a lot of movement. We didn't move because we wanted to. Well, I don't know. It's null and void. It's Good Friday, and I'm done talking now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you all have a